Hello everyone, I'm Meow, and I'm joined by...
Not in core. Hi.
Goddamn.
Goddamn. You already
I'm
ruined
sorry.
it.
Welcome to
Anyway.
the podcast that doesn't really need to exist. I'm Meow, I have already said that.
Yeah, and I'm also core.
And on this
So,
podcast, we don't really make much sense besides the fact that we just say a lot of stuff. Isn't that right, Cool?
Indeed. Some stuff that are random, like, I don't know, food, face, chickens,
Sometimes
potatoes.
news medias and also traveling back in time to shoot Hitler. Yeah,
That happened.
that
I'm not gonna
happened.
question it. Yeah, let's
Anyway,
not question it.
welcome. If you
Welcome.
are here for your first time, you should probably listen to the first podcast, but you're welcome
Probably the
nonetheless.
better one. I
Yeah,
know.
well, we don't know that yet, do we? It's a
Yeah,
random
I guess
chance
so.
at this point. In this podcast, we have 3 different topics that we like to discuss on long periods of times to try and figure out what really, honestly, why do we have 3 different topics? Honestly, we can do whatever we like. It's
Yeah, we
random.
can.
It's crazy.
That's the whole point.
But so far, the only similar theme is just the topics, you know?
Yeah,
That's,
fair enough.
you know,
Fair enough.
it's fair.
So I guess we should
you want
start us off with yours.
mine?
You go
Do you
first.
want to do topics?
you go
Okay.
first.
Mine is 12 stupid headlines that are totally a facepalm worthy.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
we don't like that. My next one is a very mad British officer to report to you.
Let's do mine. Mine's a quick fire round. It's a nice one. So, we know news articles, right? They're
Yeah.
normally quite somewhat intelligent. They try and bring their own evidence to prove a point of some kind.
Sometimes that doesn't
And
work.
normally a headline is what brings people in to read or listen.
Yeah, it's like a hook, you know.
Yeah.
Remember in like ninth grade, they're talking about, hey, yo, gotta hook your audience.
You gotta hook
Exactly
your
what they're doing.
That was so... I hated that. But it's basically what they do, right? So,
Yeah.
I have found a website that is containing a few interesting headlines that I think are just
Lovely.
good to share, such as Fox 26 at 7:19, probably PM, had the caption "Fire on the Sun." This is some burning news.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
they're not wrong. They're not wrong.
But it's it's just interesting.
Why?
This one is pretty good by CNN. If you haven't heard of them, they're always kind of in a pickle to do things for some reason.
Oh yeah.
This recent study shows that internet trolls are jerks. Interesting. I mean,
I believe we already know this.
I think. You know what's the funny thing against this? It's like
What?
you got the big study, internet trolls are jerks live, and it's like underneath that it's finds that North Korea has committed crimes against humanity. This was
I think we already know.
interesting.
My brain has already collapsed with this encounter.
This one though is really good. Bugs around
Oh,
us
no.
with wings are flying bugs. By Wade Hammond.
Shut up. No. That is not real. There's no way someone with a brain wrote that down. No. No.
This is an old timey one too. So this is back with maybe Cold War.
Oh my god.
This is an educational man, so he probably went through university for this.
Oh yeah.
And
Much
the
of that
first
kind.
line in this, by the way, is I've got these bugs that look like ants with wings flying around the house. What are they, and how do I get rid of them? That's it.
Well. What? Well,
So it's just a man who doesn't like bugs with wings on them, the flying bugs. Which,
I mean, cockroaches,
that's
but like.
It's
tactics
interesting.
confused
this
me.
next one is actually really good. It's another Fox News one, so you always know it's a good one. But Chuck
yeah.
Norris facts that are true.
Anything about Chuck Norris is indeed true.
It's just interesting, and it looks
It's
like
just-
a lady is sitting in a confession or like a judge kind of thing while she's getting interviewed. So I think she uses Chuck Norris facts to try and get out of her being guilty for whatever crime she committed, which is
Okay, that just turned
bizarre.
into 100 real
Yeah,
quick.
it does. This is a public safety advisor. Health officials, pools, diarrhea, not good mix. I said it as it was written.
What? Well, of course. Of course it's not good.
I like how it goes pools, comma, diarrhea, not good mix.
No, yeah, of course.
Not-
Oh, I wonder why.
If you
Oh,
can't
no.
control yourself, please don't swim. If this is the message of Doug's country health officer is sending swimmers of summer hoping to prevent another outbreak
We
of this summer's force, there's apparently an outbreak of diarrhea in swimming pools.
okay.
This was a while ago, I guess. Tiger Woods, he's good at golf.
No, that is actually what it says.
Yes.
That's actually what that says.
This is actually.
Good goal.
He's good
Good
at
golf.
golf.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna send this to you.
There's no hope for humanity.
These are
There's just no.
professionals, right? These are people who work to send
Supposedly professionals.
professionals to make titles, and they are just absolutely ruining it. Tiger
They're
Woods is
just-
good at golf. Wow, you know, that's great. What about if he was great? If he's good at golf, why not great at golf? Why not use more
Good golf.
good golf? Studies.
Yep.
Youngest child consider of baby fam. What? Youngest child considered baby of family. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just confused by this one. There's
At
not
this
even a
point,
catch
at this point, just help me,
just,
please.
just
My brain it's already suffered so much already.
researchers are overreacting can set stage for obesity. Overreacting can set stage for obesity. I mean,
Yeah.
stress could,
Yeah.
I guess.
Stress can do that. It can do that, I think.
A nuclear explosion would be a disaster.
Yeah, it would be.
It would be,
I don't know any other way it can be. Like, is it going to be good?
But it's not
Is
nuclear.
it be good?
It's nuclear explosion.
My phone is ringing.
No.
We probably picked that up.
Yeah, probably.
I'll be back.
And we're back. Oh, hi again. That was an awkward call.
Greetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Anyway, back to
Scammers.
the subject at hand. Scammers, am I right?
Yeah. Or wife scammers. They're annoying. They're just getting in your face, and it's just, bro, can you just
They just
leave me alone?
it works on some people, which is why
I
everyone.
know. What really sucks is that they mostly target like old people that don't understand technology. Guys are dicks.
You know what's gonna be funny though? In the future, they're probably just gonna like there's not gonna be any old people who just accept that it's scam anymore. I think.
Yeah.
most
Eventually, all the old people will be us. And we
Yeah.
know scams.
And we know scams, and they'll be like, we'll be like, back again, are we? And he's like, yeah, damn it.
Oh yeah. No, my wife's Amy. Someone who knows the internet.
Who knows the internet? Man killed to death.
What?
That's the title of this one. While we're on the subject. Man killed to death. That's it. It's an interesting title. Wouldn't it be man stabbed
I
or
wanted.
I don't know.
No, he just killed to death.
Man killed to death. This
Yeah.
this next one's great. Federal agents raid gun shop.
Oh.
Find weapons.
Oh, whoa! I
Wow.
didn't know. Whoa,
Wow.
whoa! There's weapons in the gun shop.
What the heck? It's
That is.
interesting.
I didn't know that. Yo.
Rain creates wet roads.
Do they?
Apparently.
You learn something new every day.
It's
Okay.
okay. This is stupid. Too much. It's okay. That's all that I don't want to read anymore, and that's all that's in that website. But headlines are very delicate things, which is why
Some there are, but like, do you think they do that in purpose just to like catch your attention? Like, this is so dumb sounding. I just want to read it.
honestly,
You know?
yeah, that makes sense. The headline, even the headlines now aren't bad. There was this headline that Putin won't move his hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
And it's like
it
saying
was
like Parkinson or
Parkinson,
something like that.
but then it's like, but he's just a part. That's just an
Training from like the KGB.
Yeah, it's just KGB training.
It's pretty pog.
Anyway, in what was it? English, British sergeant, crazy.
Yeah. Today is my topic. Today we're talking about. Have you ever heard of Jack Churchill? He's a nice guy, isn't he?
I think I've had a few times. He seems
Probably. Maybe. So we have the story of Jack Churchill. Churchill. His nickname being Mad Jack. Now you might be wondering, what has he done that makes him, mad? But a lot of things. So first, we'll start. Well, there's also a nickname like Fighting Jack, but like Mad Jack sounds cooler.
Yeah.
Alright. So he was born in like Britain, 1906, right? Right. And he in his hometown he did a lot of awards. He freaking did some archery, did some wine. He played the bagpipe. He was a pretty good guy. Then the World War II happened, right? And like he wants to join the army, so he joins the army, right? Right. So when he joined the army, his motto every time when he had a motto every time when he go into battle, and this might explain why he's called Mad Jack. His motto is: any officer that goes into action without his sword is improperly dressed. You can probably guess what he does. He fought in World War II with a longbow, bagpipe, and a Scottish claymore or broadsword. Same thing.
Pretty much. It's
right.
Yeah.
And you might think this man is stupid and he died. No, he didn't.
He did.
In fact, he captured 13 Germans with his greatsword alone.
I don't know how, and I don't know why none of them shot him, but he must have been.
No, I'm gonna be. Hey, look, I'm gonna be real with you. If I see a screaming Scottish person with a claymore running at me, I'm a quit. I'm a quit. I would too. I'm just saying. Like, I just nope. I'm good. But like, it is the greatest thing, right? He's literally a Mad Jack. Another story that happened to him in Norway in 1941. He was second in command of a commando unit in Operation Archery. There was a raid on a garrison in Norway, right?
Yeah.
Right. So when he was on the very first landing craft, right? Right. So when like the ramps of those landing crafts, from like D-Day, right, came down. You know what he did? He started playing like a song on his bagpipe and chucking grenades as he runs straight forward.
God.
I'm not joking.
No wonder he would be called Mad Jack. Holy.
Yeah, I know. All right, boys, just calling him out, just slinging grenades.
Oh my lord. Interesting.
It is just amazing. He also participated in the invasion of Sicily.
Oh wow.
Oh god, my fruit.
Invasion of Sicily. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh.
He led another commando unit, lighting site in Sicily, while using his broadsword and longbow, right? Right. When leading it, he was able to capture a observation post, right? A German observation post, right?
Right.
And Yeah, so he captured that, and then he proceeded to capture 42 prisoners.
Oh wow. 42.
Yeah, 42.
My God.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he yeah, that's a lot.
That is a
That's a
lot.
lot. He lost his sword, unfortunately. Right,
Oh.
as they were retreating with the prisoners back to the forward operating base. But then he was like, "I want my sword back." So he just calmly walked back and got his sword. Right, and then he was like, "All right,"
Get my
and he
sword.
came back, lost it again
Oh man.
because he had to do hand-to-hand combat with a German soldier.
What the hell?
Yes.
Jeez.
And then for guys like, "Oh, I ain't coming back for the bloody quote bloody third time."
Oh wow.
This man is the definition of a protagonist.
Yeah, god damn.
Yeah, like
Has there been
he.
like a movie or something of that guy yet? I've
I
heard of
don't
so
think
much about him, but I've
I
never.
don't think
Why not?
there's actually a single movie of him.
Why
They
the
should
hell
really make a
not?
movie for him.
That's so
Just
cool.
saying.
Imagine just a Scottish man goes, raids, gets like
Germans.
46 prisoners, and then gets punched in the face by a German, like I'm guessing a Hulk of a German man, and has to
Goes
1v1 him
in
because he
combat.
lost his sword in combat. He's like, oh,
I'm just
fuck you.
saying. A movie. If there's a movie in Mad Jack, guys, if there's a movie, tell me. I need to see this. I need you.
I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, that sounds.
Fair enough. But it is like the best story I've like ever seen. I'm like, this man, he's a Chad. He's a Chad.
It sounds good.
He's such a just a Chad. There's nothing else to say. It's just the most best thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Mad Jack.
There's no,
Well,
there's a few different types of it, but there's not specifically a Mad Jack
wow,
thing.
man.
It's
Well,
weird.
that's sucks.
Why has there not goddamn been a Mad Jack film? That sounds like the best idea.
That sounds like the best idea Hollywood will probably ever come up with.
Straight up a bow and arrow. Did he even have a gun? I'm not sure if he did.
I don't think he actually did have a gun. I think he just had a longbow, bagpipe, and a Scottish greatsword.
My lord. Well, that's interesting. You know, you don't hear that a lot these days.
No, you don't. I mean, it's really sad. You know, we should put swords back into fashion. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're not particularly good anymore.
Oh, wow. No, I mean, you can ambush someone with a sword. Just saying. I see nothing wrong with this. At all.
Okay,
Alright. That was my topic.
Okay, new topic. Right. My topic is a bit weird, but have you heard of the moons of Jupiter? Yeah, probably.
I have heard the moons of Jupiter. I believe, doesn't Jupiter has like 96 moons where we know so far?
Yeah, pretty much. But there's this weird thing on a few of the moons where they almost look like they have massive claw marks. And I'm meaning massive.
Well, damn it. Well, damn it. I don't want eldritch horrors now.
No, it's kind of interesting though, cause I'm trying to find the. Is it Jupiter claw? Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. But apparently.
Alright, fair enough.
There's a bunch of claw marks on this. Here's one. I'll show you it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, sure. Totally sure.
So to describe it, it looks like our moon, but on one side there's these three massive scraping claws against the planet, which take like half the planet, which you can see, right? It's.
I'm not too certain how I feel about this.
This brings me into my topic.
Oh no.
End of the world.
Oh, great! So many times have we thought the world's gonna end, you know?
I know, it's great. But you know what's the best part? Not like, end of the world's gonna suck either way.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah.
The best part, you know all these myths about how, like Ragnarok, all the gods are gonna fight each other, Thor's gonna die from the sea serpent after he beats him, the Jormungandr, the dog who was
something.
something. No, not young God. The dog was a killed Odin. It's a good time, and then at the very end, pretty much Jesus comes back. Don't worry about
Wait, what? Jesus?
it.
Wait. Huh?
Baldur is this guy who was invincible to everything. Pretty much,
Oh, yeah?
yeah. He gets reincarnated at the end of the thing as a beacon of
Oh.
hope and life, and with 2 more humans. So it's a
Oh.
interesting thing. It might have probably got pushed in there by Christian religion, but we can't
Right.
blame them. But anywho,
We don't blame
I
him,
love to think if the world does end, it will be absolutely amazing to watch, but I'll be dead. So
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see that.
Unfortunately, I won't be here. But think about it. There is gonna be Zeus raining down while Thor is over there whooping ass a giant snake that covers the entire world. There's a few sea monsters that are just chilling around. Then
Yes.
I believe in the
Although,
Bible there's another massive snake that's just chilling in the ocean. As usual.
probably. I don't know. There's a lot of things in the ocean, Chief.
There are so many
There's a lot of...
things. There is hell's gonna come up to fight heaven somehow.
Yep, not gonna question how that works.
And then there's also, the Buddhist religion is way weirder. Like you think
Bro, I do not know anything about Buddhist religion. How wild does it get?
Well, there's a ward goddess that has 4 arms that's gonna be unleashed, I believe, from her body. And then it's kind of this whole thing. I'm not too diverse on it, but it's crazy. It's cool. Egyptian, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Aztecs.
Oh,
There.
2012?
Well, actually, the Aztec calendar that was to. Apparently, that has ended. It ended in 2012, but also it might also end in 2216 or 26.
Weird.
Yeah, because they just don't.
There's so many times in our life where we thought the world was gonna end, right? Or ignore the entirety of the Cold War. Let's just add that. Then there was like the year 2000, the Y2K. You ever heard of that? Where once you reach Y2K, all the computers will overload and delete everything, and they don't lead to the collapse of civilization. That didn't work, right? And then there's 2012, right, with the Aztec and all that. That was pretty exciting, but that unfortunately didn't happen.
Sadly, big.
I know. Well, what do you mean sadly?
Big shame.
Hold up.
I mean.
But yeah, and then there's now 2020. We don't talk about 2020. It is hurt us.
There's this funny theory that I like to, because I've been watching this 9-hour-long YouTube video on conspiracy theories, because why not?
Oh, lovely.
And there's this one theory that after Jesus sacrificed himself, because it's a biblical thing, I don't know, apparently God just gave up on everyone, and we've been living under Satan's rule this entire time. So, all your prayers mean nothing, and I hope you... That's why everything's really bad, because we've got a few thousand years of this until God eventually feels like we should try again.
Doing something.
Yeah.
Well, that's
you know what? After we killed his son, fair enough. Honestly, I think that's fair.
You know what? You make a valid point.
But after all these mythological and crazy ones, what do you think is the most likely one besides nuclear war?
Oh, God damn it.
Because nuclear war's boring option. I've played enough of Fallout to know what happens. It's just... Nah. You know what would be interesting? If we actually lived long enough for the sun to explode.
Not be... All of them, right?
See, well, there's this Doctor Who episode. It's the 9th Doctor.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. This is random. Don't worry about it. Where the Doctor and this companion called Rose go to the end of the world, where they go on this fancy ship where a bunch of aliens come onto the spaceship and look at the world dying. And it's this whole other subplot, but Rose is like, I just saw everything I lived on gone in an instant because the sun just stopped existing today. And no one's on the planet. The planet's empty.
Off the planet, and they just watched it like explode.
Yeah.
Or something.
This is like her third time she's left. No, the second time she's left her planet, by the way. So good on the Doctor for just leaving her into this. Yeah.
A lot in your world and all that. Yeah, let's watch it explode.
Let's watch it explode. And she's just like, huh. Well, that sucks. But it shows that in the end we really don't have any power because we're just too close to the sun.
That's just depressing.
That's just sad, and no one wants that. You know.
Oh, it's cringe.
But I think that would be an interesting way for us to die, because by that point maybe we've escaped to space. Maybe
probably. Pretty certain by that point we'd be off the planet. If not, then we got some problems. We got some problems.
There's just some guy going. You think people would stay on Earth even though the world was going to explode?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like most definitely. Some people are they like living on their rock.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know. End of the world is a fascinating subject, but it's a subject that's kind of weird and sad when you think about it.
Yeah.
But you know the cool part about the end of the world? Have you watched Castle in the Sky it's an anime. It's
I think I do. Yeah. I've heard of it. I know I've heard of it.
It's a story about a it's a what's a word for after? It's not post, it's after a nuclear world war. There was this war.
I've no clue.
No idea.
Fallout?
No. It's after, so there was a nuclear war, there was like a bunch of big robot war machines that took over the entire world and burnt it to a crisp. And this film is set not after the post thing, but it's after the world is actually healing itself. So everything's grown back, everything's really pretty, and there's no real mystery. Society's being rebuilt and all that. And it's always a fascinating kind of look, like, even if the entire world burns over, it'll probably be fine.
As a quote from Jurassic Park, life finds a way.
Yeah. And which is interesting. And I was looking at images of Enders of the World when I was looking for random stuff, and there's a lot of Statue of Liberties just getting hit by some kind of asteroid in it. There's a picture of Jesus nuking the world, but
What?
with laser eyes on laser.
Go back.
So there's this picture of Jesus in space looking at Earth while it's on fire and shooting lasers at the Earth while nuclear explosions go off. This is like the
I'm not too certain how I'm supposed to react to this.
But yeah, there's a lot of statues of liberty, which I guess would make sense.
I don't know, maybe people just really hate the Statue of Liberty.
I thought the Statue of Liberty meant like I don't know, independence and all.
Liberty.
Yeah, liberty.
I guess like no longer independence if the world doesn't exist.
Who
knows? Who honestly knows?
Who knows?
I guess.
But I think the end of the world is an interesting idea. Because if the world does end, and eventually it probably will.
Don't give people ideas.
Well, there was this interesting quote that at the end of the universe, technically we're all on a journey, and we never stop our journey, and there is no end, which is kind of sad. But let's move on.
Hey, I finally finished my chips.
Oh yay! Well, good. I kept talking for long enough.
Indeed.
So, what's your next subject, my friend?
My next subject is just space in general.
Oh. Well, we were talking about that already, so let's just get into it.
Alright. You want to know some random facts about space?
Yeah, sure. Space.
Alright. Go for fact number 1. Did you know, there's a lot of, we always, like the gas giants and all, they all have so many moons, right?
Yeah.
Too many sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
Right?
Why?
But did you know there are 2 planets that do not have any moons? You want to know what those planets are? It's Mercury and Venus.
Interesting.
Weird. The closest planets. See, I've noticed that the farther you go, the more planets the planets have. The more moons the planets have.
That's fair. Maybe it's... Well, moons are mostly made from asteroids that crash into the planet or like get pulled into the...
True.
And they're not very particularly big, those planets, are they?
No, they're not.
So maybe they just don't have a big enough pool?
It's weird. Weird. Another fact. Did you know? You want to hear something terrifying? Do you know if a star gets too close to a black hole, it just can be torn apart? Like, it will get whipped and spaghettified. It will turn to a slushy. Yeah. If I have, like, Universal Sandbox, I could show you. But I do not have that. But it is both satisfying and scary to watch. You know, the sun is pretty big, right? It takes, like, 99.9% of the mass of our solar system.
Huh.
Because imagine seeing that thing get torn apart. Or you just look up and like, is that a black hole? Oh no. Oh, that black hole is eating our sun.
You know,
That's
a black hole
terrifying.
is just terrifying by itself. We don't really need to say black holes are scary, because they are scary. We know that.
They are indeed scary.
Any other facts?
Well, you know, the tallest mountain
Yeah.
in our Earth.
Yeah.
It's like
Mount Everest.
it's like 5 miles high, I think, or like I don't know what kilometers. Is that like 10 kilometers?
Yeah, it's pretty tall.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right? It's pretty tall, right? Right? But it's not the biggest in our solar system. I want to know what's the biggest in our solar system?
What?
Right? It's in Mars. And it's like 3 times taller.
Oh, wow.
Called Olympus Mountain. Why? We're probably wondering why it's called, because it's freaking big. No, it's a giant volcano. I believe it has like a diameter of like, I think like 100 kilometers wide.
Jeez.
It's 100 kilometers wide, and it's just so big.
You know, there's a thing for you know how there's a thing in the what is it, Mount Everest, that if someone dies on there, they say don't retrieve the body.
Oh yeah.
And so when you climb up Mount Everest,
a section of
people mark.
There's a section called like the Rainbow Road. It's just like the bodies of all the climbers that died, and the guys still wait. I'm like, that is really disturbing.
Morbid. And they're like, it's not like skeletons. They're pretty much they look
frozen.
like asleep people. But
yeah, because they're frozen.
Yeah.
They don't decompose. It is like,
creepy.
damn. It's just like, hey, what's that like green thing today? Oh, that's just a dead body. What? Well, you should gonna recover it? Nah, too lazy.
Well, not too lazy, but it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It just acts as like a guide and all that. And I'm like, bro, that's a yikes. That's a yikes in the chat.
That is a yikes, my guy.
I know. Mountains are. I would love to climb Mount Everest one day, but it's expensive. You know that, right?
Yeah,
it's like more than $1,000 to do the tour. That's not including getting there.
I think you don't need a tour. Just walk it up yourself.
Yeah, totally. What's the worst that can happen?
Get to the top. It's only the highest mountain in all of the world.
Yes, indeed.
I feel like you'd be that gives me anyway, we're back to space. We've went off topic already. Jeez.
I know. But
yeah.
You want to know. So there's a spot in the middle of the Pacific Ocean called Point Nemo. And in case you don't know, Nemo, I believe in Latin means like no one.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Right.
No one.
Right. So Point Nemo is like so isolated from like everything else. Want to know what is your closest like
island?
Humans?
Oh, okay.
No, the closest humans. That you'll ever be near to when you're at Point Nemo.
How close?
You want to know who's the closest?
Who?
The freaking International Space Station.
Really? Oh my!
It's so remote. It's so remote that the International Space Station passing that point is the closest like sign of civilization. Look up like, hey, they're closer than me than any other island. Like that is remote.
That is.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think you'll be getting cell phone reception there. Speaking of cell phone reception, did they get internet in the International Space Station?
I feel like they would.
Yeah, they would, right?
Yeah.
But is it good?
I feel like it would be, because there's satellites all around them. That'd be
Yeah,
floating
and they're close to the satellites, so they get more internet.
Hmm.
So
Would they be able to
are they
connect
allowed?
to...
Are they allowed to watch YouTube?
Yo, wait, hold on. If you had a VR in space,
No.
and you started like floating around, and you were playing Bladed Sorceries or something, and you started just lifting off the ground,
Bruh.
or full
That is
body
wild.
tracking, and you were in space, and you just started floating, and everyone's just like, what?
Freaking VR chat. VR, hey, yo, why is this man floating? That's cool. Like, oh, I'm doing it in real life. What?
I'm just
What do
in
you mean?
space.
I'm in space. What?
What the hell? That'd be cool. I want someone to
I know there is like the International Space Station does actually have a movie theater. So I'm wondering if they like bring the films to the thing or they just stream it. They got Netflix on the United States? These are some good questions. Just
I
saying.
feel like they would have Netflix. You know what? Why don't we look it up? Do they
Frick you.
have what is it? Have Wi-Fi or Netflix? What are we looking for?
Let's go Wi-Fi first.
Wi-Fi on the international. Is it really International Space Station? Like,
Yeah.
There's a.
Oh my god. They do have Wi-Fi.
Oh my god, they do. Has a service
Oh my god,
of
they can
13
work.
years, pressurized modal, 5 continuous outlets found. They use wireless land.
LAN. Yeah, let me just use LAN.
I'm gonna look up if they have,
Ethernet cable.
I'm gonna look up if they have Netflix. Do astronauts have Netflix in the ISS? I've been wondering the internet for the one that's talking about chats. Apart from posting pictures from Twitter and Instagram, Kelly said that she spent time limiting watching downtime television. So they have television. Highly trained astronauts watch while orbiting the planet, comprehending mysteries of life and Game of Thrones.
Lovely.
So, yes, but they would rather just look at the planet, which is fair, to be honest.
Fair enough.
You know,
Fair enough.
one of the most important, crazy sites of entire history.
Right. Okay, so like they do have internet, right?
Yeah.
Which is poggers.
That's great.
But they're but it's slower because like extra security measures. Now, I don't want to get DDoSed in the International Space Station. That sounds bad. So I'm guessing they, of course, you cannot look up YouTube, but like I think we're watching movies.
Imagine
that is
they get like pranks called.
No, imagine someone probably called. They're probably calling us and talking trash. And guy, I was like, hey,
your car extended web. Your car extension.
How about I go in your house and like beat you up? Like, ha! Try to get me.
Try to get
oh,
me.
is that you? Oh, is that you there? Yeah, in America. Yeah, look up. I'm over here.
Yeah, look up. I'm in space.
Bro, that is
a massive laser.
Now I really want to go to space. Now I really want to go to space.
Space is great. I love space. It'd be so cool.
Space is great. I'd totally go to space.
Oh yeah. You know.
Space is cool.
Should we move to my? I mean, any more?
I think this is enough time.
Yeah.
We can move to a different subject.
Okay. Well.
Hey, we're learning something.
We did.
It's Wi-Fi, space station.
So, my dad's Scottish, right? And when I was young, he used to tell me about the Loch Ness monster. I don't know. It was just kind of.
Oh, lovely.
And the Loch Ness monster is a really weird idea, cause
it is weird.
It's a Pleurosaurus, I believe, or something like that.
I believe so.
And
something like that.
It's a dinosaur that could be extinct, but you know they've been sighted. It's probably all fake, but Loch Ness is cold, and it's quite large. But I'm looking up pictures of the Loch Ness, and it starts off. There's a theme park on Loch Ness, so that's whatever. And you keep going down, and you start seeing the Loch Ness turn into a more. It starts off with its dinosaur variant, which is very true to kind.
Yeah.
But then it turns
Yeah.
into more of a almost dragon-esque thing. The more you look down on it. Now, I understand dragon-esque stuff, because it is kind of a dragon. That is a Loch Ness
A water dragon.
Yeah, it's a water dragon. But it's giving, like, it's... I wonder if back in the day, if the Loch Ness was real, if a massive Loch Ness monster just eat one of your buddy's ships, you would think that was a dragon. You wouldn't think, that's a dinosaur lizard. You think that's dragon, right?
I think, it'd be like an equivalent of, like, say, I don't know, Bigfoot or something like that. Like, dragon.
Yeah, dragon.
You know what's weird about dragons? You know, they're in every culture.
They are.
Weird.
There's a lot of things that actually work with different cultures that shouldn't exist. Like dragons,
indeed.
There's normally a head god that for some reason has full control of everything and took it from another god normally. There's always a hell that a person had to be forced to do it. It's always kind of interesting in those remarks.
It's weird, it's like, how do they know, why are they so similar? Why? You guys got like pigeon birds, messenger birds? You guys communicate? Let me know. I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know. It's you know, it's weird. But you know what's weird about the Loch Ness? It's technically Norse people used to see it, because they had the river serpent. You remember on the like boats and things, they have that little river serpent thing. It might have not been the Loch Ness, but it was a river serpent. There was something definitely in the water that they saw and they made it. So obviously these things must have existed, or something like that.
Must be.
It's just...
That's weird.
It is weird. Unless an artist just really likes drawing stuff, which honestly is fine.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Sense, but like... it's just so bizarre.
No, it is bizarre. You know what else is bizarre? This burger I'm eating. I'm eating a burger. I don't know, it's just a burger.
Just a burger? I had... I went to a fish shop a few days ago.
I see.
There was a lamb burger on the menu, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get that in a fish
lamb?
shop. Yeah, lamb burger, not a fish burger.
Right.
A lamb burger in a fish shop.
Right. Okay.
I got it. It was good. It was tasty, but like strange.
Why?
I don't know.
But why lamb?
I don't know.
Why not like beef or chicken? Right, I mean, that's just unique. I never heard of a lamb burger until now.
Yeah, really? I think I've heard a few. You know what? I didn't really think about it too much. I was just like, burger, lamb, sounds good.
Fair enough.
I found this Jaws title, and it looks like but it's the Loch Ness monster. It looks a lot.
There you go. Let me see.
So it's like a lady swimming in the Loch Ness, which is freezing, by the way. And then there's this. It's not a big shark. It's not like the big shark taking half the screen. It's just this long neck and little mouth poking up to the swimmer.
I can see that, and that is just hilarious.
It's not menacing. It's just like, well, they're probably dead, but...
Yeah, it's probably gonna get a little nibble, and that's about it. Probably an arm, maybe a leg. That's about it.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, this is interesting. It's been bizarre. I like...
It has been bizarre.
I've always had a weird obsession with cryptids. Or cryptids. Cryptids?
I've noticed.
Yeah,
I like creepypastas myself. Like, you know, the creepiness of like all these things.
I just like...
It's always fascinating to look up. Like, what the heck is going on, you know?
I know, and it's... there is a... Oh my god.
Oh no.
This is obviously photoshopped, but I want to show you this. It's a Loch Ness monster, so the original photo. It's color painted to like a black and white, and there is and there is Bigfoot riding it, just sitting waving at the camera.
Beautiful. Hey, going.
And there's there's another one where it's the same thing, but underneath it's a big writing saying "I want to believe." It's oh, that's
Bruh.
great. That's great.
That is funny.
Wow.
Bro, if I see Bigfoot riding along the monster, I ain't gonna fight that.
I'm gonna take it. I would be laughing my ass off if I saw that. Oh my god.
I don't even dare take a picture. I'll keep that myself.
Wallpaper ass. But yeah, that's great.
That is beautiful.
You know, while we're on sea monsters, you know what's the best sea monster out of all of them? I love the Kraken. That is the most terrifying thing you could think of, honestly. Kraken, like a giant serpent is something, but imagine this giant squid or like octopus is underneath your ship. You can't see it. You're like
but it can see you.
But and then you see tentacles just go around the ship and then pull you down. It's not just you don't see the monster, you get pulled in.
Well, boys, it's been an honor. I'll see you guys later.
If you see a tentacle that is more or already double the size of you, then you're just like, well, dang.
Uh-oh, that's not good. And then it's 5 more of them?
Mm-hmm.
That's really not good.
That is bad. And what are you gonna do? Stab it with your cannon? Or...
No, I don't think that's how that works.
It doesn't make sense. It's just...
It is. The Kraken is like the OG like cryptids, I feel like.
It's like, it's inspiring Cthulhu. At the same time, it's a Kraken, alright? You just got a bad time if you see a Kraken.
Yeah, you know what? I can relate to that.
Mm-hmm. It's a scary thing. Oh,
it is indeed scary.
Alive. Don't mind.
Oh my!
Google told me to wash my hands.
Fair enough. Wash your hands.
Oh, there's a drink called the Kraken. Interesting.
Huh. Does it have tentacles in it?
No.
God, I don't like
why would you say
flavored octopus flavored drink. That doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good. But you know, what would be the worst? Like, if you were a sailor from what is it, the 18th century?
Yeah, sure. Go with that.
Time? What would be the worst thing to discover in general? Dragons are pretty bad. But
Kraken would be bad. But I feel like the most disturbing thing would be finding probably that's a good question. That's a good question.
There's a lot of choices. There's a
lot of things that can traumatize me in the ocean.
The ocean is a big place, but I'm thinking like spirits would be pretty weird.
Spirits would be pretty weird.
A ghost itself is kind of scary, but you know, spirit.
But I don't think that's the most scariest one. Yeah. You know, I think they can be scarier. Oh, I feel like meeting.
Oh, Sphinx would be pretty scary.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's massive, man. It's
big. I think a more scary thing would be like seeing a dead body of yourself, but in like a future version of yourself. You know, like a future, like you dead, but like it's a dead body. But
you know what'd be creepy?
I feel like that'd be
if you were like a sailor, and you found a ghost ship. It didn't attack you. It just went past you. That would be scary.
Bro. You know what? No, I feel like, you know what? I think that actually probably happened in real life. I do not want to think of that. That's like the movie. That is scary.
Like, there's one thing of something attacking you. You're already dead at that point. But it leaving you, you're just like, okay. I'll be on my way then. I'm gonna look up old maps for like sea monsters. Old maps. Sea monsters.
Maps are also weird too.
Yeah, maps are strange.
They really tried their best when it comes to mapping. They really did.
They really did.
I'll commend them that they tried.
They did try.
But it sucked.
it really did.
It really does. I'm agree with you. I don't think Europe is supposed to look like that.
You know what's weird though?
What?
There's a lot of when you look at the old maps, there's a lot of mammals that are in the sea for no reason. Like, there's a bull thing. It's just a bit strange.
That is strange.
I don't know. I don't
A lot
think
of
they knew what they were
strange.
gonna do.
Who knows? Who knows? We are running out of topics.
Yeah, that's the point.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, it's about that time. If you want.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's been almost an hour.
Oh, I mean, I guess I got one last thing we can talk about.
Go on.
So we all love potatoes, right?
I'm sorry, I just looked at the the Loch Ness monster and the Bigfoot just waving at the camera. Anyway, yeah,
it's so long when you see Jesus New Anyway, so we all love potatoes, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Unless you're allergic to them, then
that'd be a shame.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
So, what's your favorite way to make a potato?
To make a potato?
Yeah, make a potato. Like, you like them mashed, you like them fried, you like them chilled. What?
I like a potato where you bake it, and then you open it up so it's nice and hot, and then you can put like bacon, cheese,
loaded potato. That's a good one right there. I'm not gonna lie. That one is.
It's a good choice.
What
about you? Specific taste of potatoes?
Specific taters, or as they're also called tubers.
That's a good name.
Oh yeah. I think I'll go for good old mashed potatoes. You know, I like mashed potatoes, my people.
Mashed potatoes are really good. No, yeah, you're right. No, I lied. I lied. Mashed potatoes.
Bro.
It's
fair enough.
God.
Mashed potatoes are just great. This is scuffed.
This is scuffed, but it's why maybe you'll enjoy it. Maybe we should end it here. What do you reckon?
Probably good. At this point, we're running ahead of ideas. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Don't worry about it.
Fuck, I don't want to.
We're gonna be changing this schedule to Saturdays and Sundays. We'll be making our thing. So this will be the last Friday one. Technically, if you're from the future, it doesn't matter too much, but you know. Anyway,
I guess so.
Thanks everyone for joining. Shall we do a shout out?
Indeed. Who do we gonna shout out?
Do you have anything to shout out?
I can shout out to my mom who brings me food.
That's true. I'll shout out my Twitch. I do streams there. You can come.
Oh yeah, I exist.
He does join me for that, and I also got a YouTube channel, which Core, my editor, which is the man who's been talking, it's called Demon Cat, but I'm gonna try and change that one of these days.
Probably should change it like today.
Yeah, I'll see. We'll probably change it to Meow 6.
I'll put it in a link in the description below.
Yeah.
But wait,
I'll do that.
Will be on, but the video.
Don't worry about it.
The video will be on the video.
We'll fix it one day. I'll see everyone around.
Indeed. I hope you all have a lovely day.
Until next time. Bye-bye.
When is next time?
I don't know. Next Saturday, Sunday. You know?
I bet.
Okay.